How can you describe love? In order to help you answer this question, how do you feel when you feel in harmony with yourself and other people when you relate to them? In order to answer these questions more deeply, we're going to appreciate the insights of Rabbi Yemima Mizrahi on her insights on Parshat Vayishlach. In her book, Yemima Mizrahi Speaks. The word love in Hebrew means achava. Achava and the word echad, which means one, have the same gematria of 13. Now, when you are in love with someone, when you love someone, you feel completely at peace with yourself and with the other person. You feel whole, you feel complete, you feel one. You see your relationship with them as one big picture, one whole. When we feel true love, we see everything as one because we learned this from Yaakov in the Torah. Yaakov worked for his beloved wife Rachel for 14 years. But how did he see these years? He said, and I quote, as a few days in Bereshit 29:20, because of his deep love for her. He saw it as one whole big picture. He said, it went by so quickly, just a few days, because he really truly loved her. How can we apply this profound teaching into our lives? Often we judge others very harshly, especially those who are dearest to us. So, since we value our relationship with others who are close to us, let's see how is the best way to relate to them. Sometimes we have resentment and recall the tiniest details of our experiences with the people we love, and we can paint the picture to them, we can illustrate the situation, recall all the tiniest details from personal past experiences with them. But if we feel true love toward these people, then it all becomes one, a whole relationship. It's complete. In this way, we overlook all the nitty-gritty details of our personal experiences when relating with those who are important to us and those situations that had bothered us before. Now, I just want to stress that this applies to healthy, unabusive relationships, typical relationships between husband and wife, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, mother and mother, mother and sister, with anyone who you relate to, who is close to you, who you love, who's dear to you. There's an interesting insight that I really found so profound that Rabbi Yemima Mizrahi shares with us. She used to be a lawyer solving divorce cases in the past, and she noticed something really, really interesting. She said when the ketubah, the marriage document, was presented to the couple, when the couple was under the chuppah on their wedding day, the couple did not pay attention to the tiniest details that the ketubah presents, and they had to accept the ketubah upon themselves. Now, once, God forbid, divorce strikes, now the couple pays attention to the tiniest nitty-gritty details and wants to make sure each party has their portion to keep. Every single party is rightfully entitled to keep their assets, and they make sure that happens. They pay attention to nitty-gritty details. So unfortunately, this is the way usually events protrude themselves. They basically, when we are married to someone, when we are holding a relationship that's dear to us, it shouldn't be this way. And Rabbi Yemima Mizrahi is going to explain this to us. She says that true love is when you pay attention to the tiniest positive attributes, the positive details of the person. And I will explain that with examples. Now, the negative details should be seen as one whole big picture. It shouldn't be the nitty-gritty details that are taken into account. What does this mean? You are ignoring the person's negative qualities. Now, you're not highlighting them. There's a time and place for you to discuss what the person said to you or did to you. But that's not to say For example, your husband forgot to take out the garbage, or your husband didn't call you for your birthday. Now, oh, he doesn't love me. Now, this is one, it colors the whole day, colors your relationship with him. That's not what it's all about. Or sometimes we pay attention to the tiniest negative details of what our mother-in-law did, and of what our mother did, of what our friend did, of what our children do to us. Oh, they don't love me. It's not like that. When you are actually focusing on your relationship with the person, my relationship with my husband is loving. It should be loving. So when he forgets to do this and that, when he hurts me unintentionally saying this and that, I still love him. And this is important, this relationship is important to me. So I'm not going to have that completely color my whole relationship. Now he doesn't love me. Now he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't pay attention, he didn't take me out, or he said this and he said that. There's a time you can discuss it, but don't let it color your relationship. Same thing with a typical relationship with a mother-in-law. We kind of, most women hold their mother-in-law by the tea. Oh, she did this, she said that, she went there, she did this for this person, she didn't do the same thing for me. And yet we don't pay attention as closely to all her positive attributes. And she may be a difficult person. However, your relationship with a mother-in-law should be, she gave birth to my husband, and that in and of itself deserves the ultimate respect. She doesn't owe us anything. We just need to respect her and take in the positive attributes of your mother-in-law. That's the icing on the cake. Everything else should not be taken into account as personally. This is for a typical relationship. So how do we cherish our relationship with others? To focus on the nitty-gritty positive attributes and character traits of our family members during family dinners, during Shabbat, during family celebrations, as well as during cozy nights, cozy winter nights together. Focus and enjoy the beauty of every single family member that you have, whoever you live with, whoever is dearest to you, and highlight their tiniest positive attributes and look at their negative attributes as one whole big picture. We're not perfect ourselves, but we're so good, we're so pure, we're so holy. So let us enjoy relationships with others. May warmth and love become contagious as we appreciate every precious member of those we love. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming.